Hello everyone! My name is Lucia and I'm going to share 3 cultural faux pas that actually happened to me while I was traveling. For me, that's an embarrassing experience that happens in a culturally different social environment. Very first example, it truly happened on my very first trip abroad. I flew to Spain to work there as an au pair, and when my host family picked me up from the airport, everything was really welcoming, very nice, very friendly, just a great arrival basically, but also somewhat chaotic. So only the host mother and the children could come into the waiting area in the airport, and the host father had to wait with the car outside in the parking lot. So I didn't meet him in the very beginning. Yeah, at some point obviously I met him and he wanted to say hello to me, just the way people in Spain do it. They kiss each other, obviously on the cheeks, but for me this was just really unexpected and surprising and awkward. For everybody who's been to Southern Europe, you'll know, oh, that's normal, that's completely normal. But for me, as a German girl who's never been abroad, that's just been awkward. My second cultural faux pas happened to me on the other side of the world. I flew to Australia and just casually walked around some shops and got in touch with a local, a shop assistant. She was like, oh, hey, how you going? And I was like, what? Hey, how are you going? That just really didn't make any sense to me. So I was like, well, I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying here and I want to do some shopping, you know? That was just really embarrassing and just, I guess, very confusing for the shop assistant as well. Luckily, somebody in the hostel later on told me that I simply could have said, oh, hey, I'm fine, thank you, I'm just looking around, that's it. So that was a learning, a weird one, but a learning. My third cultural faux pas actually happened in my home country, Germany. You've got to know that I am originally from the northwest, but currently live in the southeast. So I live in Bavaria, and people here are culturally different to the north of Germany. This is something that I noticed on a beautiful Sunday morning, for example. I went to a bakery in order to get some bread rolls for my flatmates and me, so I went there and ordered Brötchen. But people in Bavaria don't call bread rolls Brötchen, like we would say in standard German. They call them Semmel. And instead of getting Semmel, Brötchen, bread rolls, I got a bag full of Brezel. All these embarrassing but also valuable experiences taught me that culture, but also language, since they're interconnected, right, are a pretty funny thing. So I wonder whether you have had some kind of similar experiences. Please write them down in the comment section below. I'd be curious to read them.